10 years ago, I began to read about what was happening with boys in our culture, that they're falling behind in every level of education, really from preschool all the way through college and now into some PhD programs. I was seeing that boys were falling behind in their reading skills. The more I read, the more I began to realize that we really have a boys' crisis in our culture. And rather than just sit back and let it happen, I thought, let's do something. This is a storyline we can change. We changed the storyline for our girls 40 years ago, and we worked hard for them, so why not do the same thing for our boys?
The other thing is science. To try to move the dialogue about gender, boys and girls, etc., to science, so that it's not just opinion, but it's real science, that we're using a brain scan so we really understand how males are built. If we do that, if we study the science and we understand males, then all these systems will alter so that males will re-engage, right? They'll re-engage in family, they'll re-engage in church, they'll re-engage in school, because it's an environment that understands them and they'll want to be there.
Look at it and say, is there anything in here?
There are issues of not only economics, but social, emotional, physical, spiritual, that makes up the whole of an individual. And unless we are intentional about addressing that whole, then we fail. So it all begins with understanding the problem and an intentional design to do something about it. That has allowed.
And it is through aggression and competition that males will motivate each other.
My hope is that people walk away from here and they say, there's a crisis, but we can do something about it. We can change the storyline of boys. And I'm not going to wait for someone else to start it. I'm going to get the ball rolling. I'm going to learn as much as I can. I'm going to start networking with people who care about this. And in my little area of the world, we're going to change the storyline for boys. And if everybody starts changing it in their church or their classroom, their school system, their workplaces, if everybody just gets at it, we'll change the storyline.